For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. Psalm 91:11.
Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. I took a break from YouTube last week and it felt so good to just be quiet before the Lord. But this week I wanted to speak about angels because the Lord has been bringing to my mind the impact that angels have in our lives and our ministry. You know, angels are such a support system. And when you become more sensitive and discerning of the fact that they're involved in all that you do, then you have the sense of confidence that an invisible army is working with you.
This brings to mind when Elisha and his servant were besieged by King Aram's army, and his servant was terrified by what he was seeing with his physical eyes. But Elisha prayed, and we see in 2 Kings 6:17, he said, Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see. Then the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha.
Whatever you do, you're never alone. Never alone. If the Lord sends you on an assignment, if he calls you to speak to a stranger, for example, it's not just you alone that is getting involved in this. There is the unseen realm that is right there with you, assisting you. Because the scripture says that angels are ministering spirits called to minister to us and for us.
Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? Hebrews 1:14.
So they're not only ministering to us, they're assisting us. You have this entire crew working with you. And when you become so much more discerning that they are involved in your life, you will start to pray differently. You will start to give them clear directives because you know they are with you and they want to engage. I just wanted to share one testimony from when I was a little kid, because you know how the scriptures say that we have entertained angels unawares? All of us truly have had angelic encounters. Sometimes you may have had an encounter that you weren't even aware that it was an angel involved, but there was something unusual about it. In this case, with myself, when I had this experience, I was around 7 or 8 years old. I was a little kid. I was living in Singapore. And in Singapore, the culture is different from America. So most people have servants, and it's also more common to have a chauffeur or driver. So when I was growing up, I did have a chauffeur. And I would have this routine where my dad would have me picked up from school and then after school brought to his store and just sit in the store with him. I would just have to quietly wait there while he did his work. That was the routine that I had as a kid. And on this particular day, my chauffeur came and picked me up from school and brought me to my dad's store. He waited behind the mall as usual. And I went to see my dad. And after that, I came to the back of the mall. And I just ran across the street because my driver had parked in this little hill that's just behind the mall. And so I just didn't even look. And I ran across, and this car was coming at me. I wasn't even aware of any traffic. I was just focused on running up that hill and getting to my driver. And all of a sudden, this car is coming at me. And I don't know how this happens, but something grabs my arm and pulls me around in such an awkward position that the car totally misses me. And there were people walking on the sidewalk and they came running saying, "How did you do that? And my driver came running down the hill, checking and seeing if I was okay. And I didn't even know there was a car coming. I didn't know how I got pulled out of the way. I thought someone had pulled me out of the way, but no one had touched me. But I had actually I felt physically something grabbed my hand tightly and jerked my hand away. And I could not forget that feeling, that sensation. And that was the moment where I became very interested in the unseen realm, because I experienced that physicality holding on to me. And yet there was no one in the physical. And nobody understood how I could move like that. My body twisted like someone grabbing me, but someone invisible grabbing me. After that incident, I was very quiet for around 2 weeks, because I was so aware that angels are real. And that just sparked my interest so much, and I was humbled by it. Even as a little kid, I was scared. I was scared because I had felt it hold my hand. Isn't that amazing? And that was so many years ago. I was a tiny little kid, and I still remember the street. I still remember the commotion. And at the end of this year, I'm visiting Singapore. I hope that perhaps by chance I could meet my driver again. I don't know where he is. It's been so many years. His name was Salim, and he was a witness to it. I would love to get his testimony. But for now, I just wanted to share that with you, because angels are so real. And I would love to hear your testimony. Do you have a testimony where you experience an angel? Could you please share it in the comments? I would love to hear. I also want to encourage you to get your angels involved in your life. In your prayers, send forth your angels. Give them clear directives. Angels, I'm traveling in this direction. I have to go on this trip. Go forth before me. Bring the right people to me. Set up the right divine appointments. Open the right doors. And pave the way so that when I get there, it's fruitful every single day. You give them clear directives. They want to engage with you. They want to get more involved. They want to be given jobs to do. Well, that's my quick video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Love you, shalom, and I'll see you next time.